The Struggling Artist Record Club is a vinyl record subscription service where I hunt and curate the best punk and punk-adjacent music out there and mail their record to your door each and every month. Imagine finding your new favorite band from across the country without ever having to leave the house. It doesn't get much better than that. The excitement of discovering new music just got that much easier. As a member of the Struggling Artist Record Club, you are going to receive some of the best music you've ever heard from bands you may never even heard of. Whether you've been collecting records for years or just starting out, the Struggling Artist Record Club is designed specifically for you. And right now, all new members get a Struggling Artist Record Club exclusive along with the monthly selection. So head to StrugglingArtistRecordClub.com, pick a membership, and start building that collection today. I gotta tell you, I hate the internet, by the way. I'm not a fan. I wish this thing wasn't a thing. Like I have to go on social media. I gotta make posts, and I fucking hate all of it. So,
I hear you.
It's a passing fad. It's not gonna last. So don't worry about
it. I remember saying that too. Like, what the fuck is this thing? You know,
yeah, right. Oh,
when I was young and dumb. Now I'm just old and stupid. Now, you know.
The internet was cool until everybody found out about it.
All right, so you guys started as a 3-piece in 2013, right? Is that what we said?
Yes. Well,
around that time.
Around that time, yeah.
I mean, well, it started out. It was just Justin and I, and he was playing drums and singing. I was playing guitar, but we never played a gig like that. That was just we wrote a few songs like that. Then we got Rob on bass, and we were a trio for not long. A few months, 6 months. Yeah.
It was a while, you know.
Was it a year?
We had a couple shows with just the three of us.
Yeah, but only about 4 or so, I think. And then Dave Reedy joined us on drums. And Justin became a front man. And then after a while, Reedy moved to Philadelphia. We got Joe here, and that's a long time ago now, right? Like,
yeah, that was end of 16, beginning of 2017.
Oh, so you guys have had the same lineup since around then? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like you guys. I like your sound. It's like, so I know the first time around when, I don't know if you guys have, like, Chris is out in Buffalo, my producer. He's out in Buffalo. Yeah. And so like when we do those roundtable things, like everyone brings a local band. So it's me and another guy that's here, like based out of Massachusetts. And then Chris is in Buffalo. We used to have a guy in Ohio, and like we learned so much about like Midwest punk. It was awesome. But Chris would always bring, you know, and I've like, he's brought really good bands. The Buffalo music community is pretty enriched from what I see. And so he brought you guys the first time, and like I remember, like it's from like the aesthetic of the album covers and just like vocally, like I had this like it's like, I don't know how I guess the best way I can describe it is like a rough bluesy like roadhouse rock and roll with like, and I used the band Ministry to like describe your vocals, because like you have a range like he does, like, right? Like you can do, like in some songs it's like kind of like it's almost like poppier, and in some songs it's like real grit, and I like that. Like you change your cadence up for, it's crazy. Like I like,
thanks.
I like always guessing, right? I like that. I like when bands aren't afraid to, like, you know, a band cuts one single that it makes it well, and like everyone loves it, and they just stick to that one style, right? Like it's cool. But at the same time, you guys are constant with your sound too, which is awesome. Like it's cool to be able to change little things here and there and still keep what you guys have made, right?
Yeah, The last thing I would want, I don't want to be in a band that just does the same song over and over again. That or sticks to a specific genre, like we only do Norwegian black metal or whatever, that's not, I don't know. I guess I grew up listening to albums that every song was different, that's kind of what I want to do. Obviously, there's a basic aesthetic to the band, I guess, but it's, it's kind of weird sometimes where even on this album, there's a couple of songs where it's like, I don't know, this is like pretty out there for us, but I guess we can do that. We can do whatever we want, I suppose.
Yeah, right.
It helps a lot too that we all kind of like the same kind of music. We all have have the same tastes and what have you. So and all of our tastes are pretty diverse too. So it kind of comes down to music where we have different styles of different genres of music kind of mixed together.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
Mhm. But it really is whatever kind of comes out of the guitars at any given time. It's like,
Yeah,
if
there's
we like
something.
it's good.
There's something else too. Like I noticed, like in some songs, like the drums really stick out, and others like it's the guitar. Others like the bass. You can just you know what I mean. Like it's cool to see. Like there's everything. Like all these parts have to work together for it to emulate the sound that you guys are doing, and like it's cool. It's cool when you like I want to say like is it the first track has that like that crazy like kind of guitar like lead in and off the new album and like and then like there's a couple songs in and like I don't know, I was listening to all your guys' shit on Bandcamp today, so I might be all over the place with this. Like I was trying to figure out which album that Chris had brought before. I think he brought Skin on Fire before.
I mean, that's probably it. There's the one we just put out. Skin is the other full length,
And
then
Landfall's in
there's an EP that we threw up during right during COVID,
yeah.
and that's Landfall. And then there was one before it called 18 Wheeler that I don't think is on Bandcamp anymore.
Yeah, that was our first.
That was the first
our first
real full length.
Most of those songs are on Skin on Fire.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
A little faster.
That's when it was just the three of us. 18 weeks.
Yeah,
we recorded it at Electric Pumpkin Patch.
Yeah.
Right on.
Studios.
Right on. That's cool. Yeah. So I mean, and again, like I said with the vocals, like there's a song that's on Skin on Fire, and I can't remember which one it was, but like it was like if like it was like the B-52s on crack. It was awesome. Like it was.
I feel like that's. God damn it!
I don't know.
Burn in Hell, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
You're more Fred.
But yeah,
Fred
I
Snyder.
still love
Fred
that.
Snyder, yeah.
That first album, that was something. I still love that one. There's a lot of great songs on it.
That's funny you say that. I've always said I wanted to start a Dead Kennedys cover band.
Yeah.
Would sing in the style of Fred Snyder.
Yeah.
I call it the Fred Kennedys.
That's awesome.
It's a holiday in Cambodia.
Which is not right.
But it's life.
It's kind. I mean, it's not.
Subtle distinction, really.
It's right. It's not. It's pretty.
So he is kind of an influence too.
It's funny. Yeah.
My vocals,
dude, yeah.
I love
No,
pop
that's awesome.
all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's good, and I just like, I don't know, man. I'm into that whole like different sounding stuff, and like it's like it's just it's a breath of fresh air in today's like like the Spotify world or whatever the fuck.
Right. It's very organic. You could say like I don't know, and it's got like an Americana aspect to it, like an old timey aspect to it. Although it's like super overdriven and all of that. Yeah, it's at least that's it kind of started out that way, at least being sort of a, I don't know, country and blues and all of that, but just like up to ramped up to 11 kind of thing, and
Hell
like,
yeah.
sort of psychotic,
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But yeah, there's not really like a defined. I mean, yeah, like we're writing this new record and stuff like Antipathy and like Shoot 'Em Down and stuff that's a little more like radio friendly poppy for us. Utica at the end, those were songs that we like kind of bit our lip, like, do we do these? Like, whatever. But
Yeah.
they became, I remember, you know, being up here writing that stuff and knocking it out and just being like, I don't like, I shouldn't like this. Like, this shouldn't be us, but like, but like, it just becomes these fucking earworms. And then eventually we just, I don't know. I don't
I
speak for these guys.
definitely, it's weird. I wrote some stuff on this album that I wouldn't have followed through
Yeah.
on except for the other guys being like, no, that's great,
That-
keep going, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, there's some songs I'm not necessarily that comfortable with, to be honest. But I've grown to really like them, and like it's always good to just go for it, not, you know,
It just
Yeah.
seems
not
like
editing
no
yourself
matter
too much.
it seems like no matter what we write, no matter what style we do it in, it still sounds like the Soul Butchers.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think there's like,
It does.
that's not, I think what I was getting at is like, there's not really a defined, like, oh, that's not a Soul Butcher song. Like,
Right.
if we wrote it,
Yeah, it's
and we
gonna
like
sound like a
it,
Soul Butcher
it's a
song.
fucking Soul Butcher song.
Yeah,
Everybody else deal with it. Like,
that's a beautiful thing. Man.
you know, and that's really I think that's anything we've recorded is always like, that's the main thing is like, do we like it?
Mhm.
We put our name, are we cool put our name on it? And that's
I
what
think-
came out. So whatever, you
I
know.
think the initial conception, for me anyway, was just to be like sort of like kick as much ass as possible, be unpretentious about it, you know, just don't worry about whether it sounds cool or not, but just that if it feels good to play it.
That's right.
That's right.
I don't know. Sounds good. It should sound good, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's, to me, that's like the genuine thing about like art in general, right? Like you can tell when something's like manufactured
Yeah.
to
Right. You can feel
to
the
appease
difference, you know,
people, where
Yeah.
you know, where, but like, and then you get the raw stuff that like it's just pure like emotion and like what you wanted to do, and
you
or you just you kind of let it go, right? Like I write and I do like you know, the what do they call that? I don't know. I call it instinctive writing. Like I just sit there and I'll just start writing with a pen and paper, and I'll just like
Free
go
writing.
until, and then I'm like, all right, now I have this thing. Like let's kind of fix this a little bit. You know what I mean? And kind of go from there, as opposed to like,
Sure.
oh well, today I'm gonna write.
familiar with that, yeah.
You know, I'm gonna write this kind of story because that's what people like right now. Like I could never do that. Like,
That's right.
I think you can absolutely feel like whether something's authentic or not, whether it's like something that person had to express or something they're trying to please other people with,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's just you can just feel if the people, especially with music, you can feel if the people making the music are enjoying themselves. or
That's
not,
right.
You know what I mean? Or whether it's just a job for them.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, something we've got going for us is we love to do it,
Yeah.
you know?
And there's never discussion about, I mean, if the only discussion we ever have about like, are people is like gonna like this is like, we'll do it and we like it, so we're like, I don't know how people are gonna feel about this, but we own it, we're all about it. So
I think as long as for me, if I were to, as long as I like it, I think that,
Mhm.
I mean, you know, my tastes aren't that out there. Somebody else is going to like it if I like
Right.
it.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's-
Yeah, I kind of learned a long time ago. It's like no matter how terrible you are, somebody out there is gonna love you, right? One person out of like 1,000 is gonna
Well,
love your stuff.
We do better than
But it's
1 out of
also
1,000, I
it
think.
works the other way
Yeah, I
too.
hope
though.
it's
It works the other way. It's no matter how good you are, somebody out there is gonna
Oh,
think you suck.
Sure, that's it.
So
yeah, there's no, well,
might as well do what you enjoy doing and
That's
do
it.
what you
All I
love
can say
rather
is
than
like
try to
when we
please other
play,
people.
like people do like it. Like when people keep coming to the shows,
Yeah.
and they're into it, man. So that is the best,
that's
the most
right.
honest review you're ever gonna get, is people's reaction at a gig.
That's
you know,
right.
Yeah.
and I've been in a lot of bands where that wasn't the reaction.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we're doing all right.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing a review with you, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, dude.
oh man, yeah,
Sure,
like I
man.
said, man, like Chris brought the first album, I was like, oh, these guys are
That's so
great.
It means a lot. That's great.
that's pretty great. So he just kind of stumbled on it, like
Yeah, so Chris has, I will
Chris is
talk.
the Buffalo guy in your crew, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chris has a thirst for new music, and like when him and I, a buddy of mine from out here that I've known forever, like they met because of some art thing that they both were into, and I don't remember if it was like a comic book, and at the time, and my buddy had made a comic or a film or whatever, and like he was like, "Hey, you got to meet this dude Chris from Buffalo, New York," and I'm like, "All right." So like we met, and then like we just kind of hit it off, and he was like, "Man, I like what you're doing," like, you know. I'm like, "Cool, man." And then like he just started helping me with stuff, and then came out here. He filmed a project we did called An Evening With, and that was like a storytelling with music and like with a musician, and you know what I mean? Like, so like him and we've been working together now it's been like 5 years. I can't believe it's been that long. And like once or twice a year he'll come out and we'll do a big project together, and you know what I mean? And then he started, so he has like I said, he has like a studio out there. So he started 716 The Sound. I don't know if you guys have heard that. Yeah. So he started 716 The Sound, and he's doing all sorts of stuff with it now, which is awesome. Like he's interviewing people. He does like a one-on-one with musicians. You know what I mean? And then he's got the internet radio station now, so he's like playing everyone's music out there. It's just right, you know.
Great.
Yeah, so I mean, this dude's been podcasting since like it started. You know, he's been podcasting for like, I don't know, 15, 20 years or whatever, you know.
We gotta hook up with this guy. Yeah, like, and so
Oh,
he's in Buffalo.
he is in Buffalo. He is in Buffalo. So I'll
and
get him.
you're in Boston, or where are you?
I'm in between Worcester, Massachusetts, and Providence, Rhode Island. So yeah. So actually, he's gonna be out here next week because we're going to the Boston Music Awards because we got nominated. So yeah. So like he'll be out here next week. You know what I mean? Like this will be one of he came out this summer, or maybe was he here in the summer? He was either here in the summer and back in March, and he filmed. We have shows at my house too, and like he came out and he filmed a show here, and you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he's doing all sorts I think he does, I don't know. He does a whole bunch of shit, and like I give him a lot of guff all the time, you know what I mean? Like especially when we're doing podcasting together, but that's just good chemistry, right? So yeah, what he does is amazing, and he's an awesome like person to
That's cool.
get to know, like in the music community out there, you know what I mean? So yeah, so because he's not even from Buffalo. He's like from Florida, and he moved to I don't know. He must have moved to Buffalo. I don't know. I always give him shit about his age. He must have moved to Buffalo 35 years ago or something.
How old the guy is he?
He's like 45. So
Oh, that's yeah.
no, I don't know when he moved out there. He got, you know, but anyway, yeah, no. So he's brought you guys twice now to our round table.
Yeah, that's great.
And he was telling me it's hard to catch a show with you guys. He's like, because whenever, like, it's usually he's like, whenever there's a Soul Butcher show, like he ends up being tied up, and he's like, I gotta see these guys. So
Likely story.
Man, I'm in the, I don't go out to see anyone.
No, this is the thing.
That are practicing, or
I can't give people shit because I'm a real slacker when it comes to other people's bands and stuff.
yeah,
He's got,
stuff to get out.
so
I'm the only one here that has kids too. I've got 3 adult children,
yeah.
so I'm like just 247.
Yeah, he's busy, tired, man.
Yeah.
Tired old man.
Tired, ugly.
Like, now that I'm like in my 50s, I feel like I'm just withering away. I'm like, pretty soon I'm gonna be able to like see through my hand. You know, like what movie was that?
Oh, Back to the Future.
They just disappear.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's awesome. So tell me about Second Death. Like, when did you guys start writing this? When did you decide, hey, we need to do another album? You know?
Yeah.
What's a good question?
So we did the landfall thing up in this room, right? Our buddy Odie tracked it for us, and it kind of, I think, maybe planted the seed that maybe we could start doing records in this room. Justin does a lot of sound production stuff for this theater troupe around here.
Sound design,
rather, so it's called Torn Space Theater, and so he's got the bug for audio production, and he was the first one to really bring it up and be like, we should just start doing the shit in our room. We have like a ton of mics up here. We have, a board, and we have all the shit to do.
We've got great gear.
Yeah, we have some
know?
gear. So he was like, let's just do our next record ourselves. And like, I remember like, so Al, Rob was on board. Al and I kind of fought it. And then, we were kind of like, yeah, let's just go back to a studio, man. There's like studios around. We did the first one at this one called Mammoth. And we thought we'd just go back to those guys and stuff. And there's, Robbie Goo's got a great studio here. And, there's, places to do it, but we just were like, all right, let's try to do it all like ourselves. And so then once I realized like I was going to lose that fight, I flipped from being like, all right, well, we shouldn't do it ourselves to like, I'm going to learn how to do this shit.
Mhm.
So I just started like dedicating myself to like learning how to set up mics, how to like, what software to use, stuff like that. And so just through trial and error, we kind of got to a place where we were like, all right, I think we can do it. And so then, I mean, the first drum stuff that I recorded, which was the very first stuff we recorded, was done in like November of, I think, 22.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I was just about to go out and get like a hernia surgery thing. And so I wanted to get everything done before that. So like I spent like 3 or 4 nights up here, me and Al and Rob, just getting scratch, guitar and bass, but then recording drums. And then little by little, we just started to kind of layer shit in, but it wasn't like these like scheduled sessions where it was just that we just like little by little started to really put the shit together. And then we tracked it for a couple months. And then, the songs had started a little bit before that during COVID, really.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the songs we were writing while we were recording the album.
That's the other thing too. Yeah.
true.
Right.
I
Which is
remember
a
like
totally different
doing brand
process.
new lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the last 2 songs, and just different ideas, different,
Yeah.
it just
But that's what's great about being able to record in your own space. You
Yeah.
have
Right.
time.
You're not under a time
However,
constraint.
There's something to be said for both approaches. Like the first
Yeah.
album, we just rehearsed 14 songs over and over again. Then we went to the studio and recorded the whole thing in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was
But,
crazy.
yeah.
But so that, I mean, and then we mixed it for months,
Yeah.
But that was that. I mean, I kind of enjoyed that. Just how damn, we're good, we got it.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
this was a lot more like, oh, I don't know, maybe I didn't nail that guitar. Let's do it again, or
Yeah.
or maybe I just want 5 tracks of the same guitar, just to
Right.
know what that sounds like.
Yeah.
And the thing about digital is, I mean, there's no limit. You can just keep going. So it gets to a point where you just got to be like, okay, we gotta be done at some point.
That was the hardest part,
Yeah.
was going, okay, this is everything going in. And then that started the process of mixing, which is what I was really more interested in. And then I tried to mix it. Justin and I both tried to mix it, and it just started taking forever. It was like one of those, I describe it as like the snake kind of eating its own
frustrating.
tail, right? Like you learn a bunch of shit and you apply it and do some mixes and they sound all right. And then as you're doing it, you start to learn more shit. So then eventually you start going back and like erasing what you just did and starting it all over again. It just kept happening over and over and again for a long time.
Yeah.
And it started to kind of become a sticking point. So then at some point last year, I just like my buddy John Angelo, who mixed the Second Death, he mixed Landfall. Second or Skin on Fire, we did we mixed ourselves with Mammoth.
Yeah.
But John
mastered.
mastered that. He mixed and mastered stuff that Rob and I did in the previous band.
That's right. Yeah.
And just John is like the
He's
guy.
incredible.
And so
Absolutely
I remember
talented.
I just was like, okay, I recorded this record, or we tracked this thing ourselves. Here's a song. Can you do anything with it? And sent him all the files, and he, within like not very long, like he got back and was like, here's what I did with it. What do you think? And I was like, oh my God. Like, just like here, like just his different set of ears, and a guy with like the skills that it would have taken me years and years and years to develop. And so
Yeah, he's good.
handed it off to him, and we did a couple rounds of mixing, a couple rounds of mastering, and then yeah, we had it done spring of last year, and then we hung on to it for a while, and we were trying to figure out how, when to put it out and how, and do we do, vinyl came up and all this stuff. And then finally, like everything, it's just like, it becomes a thing where it's like, you got to just release it. You got to just get it in the wild. And so then, yeah,
And that's what I've said for every release
That's it.
from the beginning.
That's right.
Let's just fucking post it online.
Mhm.
Don't just argue about it.
Just
for
get
the
the
hours.
Done for
Uh, yeah, but yeah, so then we just, so then we did, we put it out, in September. We were very excited for people here. We did a listening party at this bar that's downstairs from the building that we're in right now.
Nice.
They were super cool. They were like, yeah, we'll fucking host it. And so we had like it blaring through the speakers, and people could buy the shit there. And then the next morning it went out on Bandcamp, and that was it. And so, yeah, I mean, it was all, I mean, if you don't count the very first time we rehearsed a song that ended up on the record, it's like a 3-year fucking
too damn
process,
long.
which is too long.
Was.
Steve Albini would not have approved.
Yeah, no, and a lot of it was just mixing and then
mixing.
Well, a lot of writing
and
too,
then,
man.
and
There
then,
was
and then being like, no, take that
Yeah,
out.
there was at
put
least a
that
handful
back
of songs.
in, take it out.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing is,
Constantly, like,
that was,
writing the song.
it was, yeah, but it was nice because now, now we know we could do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the next one will be a lot quicker.
That's what I mean. Like now I've
next
learned,
time we're going to a studio.
I learned,
There we go again.
I learned so, I learned so much about mic placement and mixing and stuff like that. I feel like eventually we're working towards being a completely self-contained unit, but
Record here, but
That's
we-
awesome.
Yeah.
but yeah, for right now, like it's nice to have allies like Angelo and these other guys who can
Yeah,
just put their spin on it, man. It was I mean, it's, if you like that record, John Angelo, I can't say enough about it, has a lot to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. Sometimes tinkering will hinder, will get you just caught up in it, and you won't.
Oh yeah.
So much I do. I just tinker too much, and I'm like, because I want it to be perfect, right?
No,
But
no,
like,
I mean, because
Yeah.
I do feel like we're a band where like the spontaneous energy of it is a big part of it. The appeal of it. You don't want to diddle that away. And make it sound like too fucked around with. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
yeah.
I don't know. It's still pretty good record.
But yeah, no, we're super proud of it. We have not done a super good job of hyping it because when we put it out, we were in the midst of getting ready for this like annual Halloween thing that we do.
Oh yeah.
So we have not really
Yeah,
played.
learn I Get Signed by Bad Brands in a month.
Yeah.
It was cool. It worked out.
So yeah, we haven't really had a chance. Even, I mean, some of the songs on there we've never played live.
Yeah.
So that's we're gonna start to really drill those, and then we'll do like a more sort of proper like live release thing at some point, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's up there, it lives up there, and it's on all the streamers and all that stuff. It's just for people to consume.
Right on. How many? Do you guys play out often?
Well, now that it's kind of the winter time, we're
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
high rated a little bit.
Lately, we are still playing.
There was a period where we
Go through
played
these-
a lot, like twice a month at least.
Yeah.
Go through like these bursts.
And there was some worry about oversaturating the market a little bit, but so we eased off a little bit. Also, when we were recording the album, it was more like, let's just work on this kind of thing. But we always wind up playing gigs because someone will ask us to play or whatever. We're kind of pushovers when it comes to that. And we like to play. So, but yeah, when it's like January, February, I'm like, yeah, like, do we have to?
It's got to be really, it's got to be really fun.
Buffalo's cold, man. Cold. And yeah, it's just getting heavier and heavier too.
Yeah, I like to hibernate in the winter, right? It's like I'm gonna go to this show, and then
Yeah.
This is a good time of year to write songs.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we did like I'm a guy who like I always want to go to a show, and then it doesn't always happen.
Yeah. I meant to go.
Yeah,
I even
so
found the interested button on Facebook, and everything.
I just bought tickets to a show that's happening in April, and like what I pay, like I mean, I didn't pay a whole lot for the tickets, but like I'm used to going to like $10 shows. You know what I mean? Like I'll go to a show, it's like 15-20 bucks, whatever. So
Yeah.
these tickets were like it said it was like with the fees, it was more than what the door was going to be. You know what I mean? But it sold out in like 2 minutes. So
Wow.
yeah. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with a band called Blood for Blood, but
What?
yeah, they're like they're a hardcore band. They yeah, they just they haven't been a thing in 21 years, and then Sunday they showed up on a bill out of nowhere. And yeah. So like the place was like, I'm surprised that building's still standing because there was like so many crazy hardcore bands that were playing it. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, yeah. So like I get that. Like I get like wanting to kind of lay low for the winter and just like kind of let the stay warm inside.
Well, that's the thing, people don't really want to come out anyway. So
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it depends.
we've
Yeah,
had a couple of real good ones in the middle of when you wouldn't think people.
yeah,
So
that's true.
Buffalo people are pretty hardy. They show up.
Yeah.
yeah,
All of them never sleeps.
yeah. So tell me like what's the writing like for you guys? Like, do you all get in a room together, or does someone like kind of make a structure and bring it? And
It really depends. Sometimes one of us will have an idea and bring it in, show it to the other guys.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's just a spontaneous
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens is I'll just be noodling because what I do. And occasionally I'll play something and maybe Rob will be like, hey, that's cool. Do that, And maybe I'll loop it, try to come up with a second part, And it can just happen all there in one go sometimes.
That's usually how it happens. Val will be there playing with his guitar, like, oh man, that's awesome. And
Be like, really?
yeah, and then we can use that. We can make something out of it.
Yeah.
So
And that'll happen. The lyrics mostly come from Justin. Sometimes I write some lyrics. Rob's written a couple too. Probably. Well, honestly, you've written a couple, but
Yeah, there's two. Like
this
at
one's
least.
got a lot more contributions musically. From
Yeah,
Justin.
Rob's got at least two.
Al's written a lot of
Window?
letters.
I've written about. I would say like it started out being like maybe lyrics were like a third me
Yeah.
Yeah.
and 2/3 you, and then music was like 2/3 me, 1/3 you kind of thing.
Because I was just the drummer. I was never like wanted to be a lyricist, and I was never much of a writer.
Yeah, you get it.
And
I
yeah.
know.
To be fair, though, I mean,
I haven't brought a
lyricists,
table in a while too.
but I'm saying like as far as lyricists go, I mean, these two are fucking unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm great, obviously. I just
Oh yeah.
it's a thing where like basically, and if he's singing, then I'm not thinking of writing anything. But if you can't think of anything, then I'll write some, and or I'll just bring some. And often I'll write lyrics that I thought were gonna go with one song, and then he picks it up and sings it to something else. And it's like, oh, that's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Justin's pretty amazing though, because he can come up with lyrics on the top of his head. Like I've seen him do that.
Oh, dude,
And
yeah.
in
It's
fact,
like it's almost like
Spontaneous Generation is how we wrote our first like maybe 8 to 10 songs.
Yeah.
Like, we really just jammed them out. He was just hooting and hollering and playing the drums,
it's awesome.
and eventually it just coalesced into words,
Do you guys like record your practices so you capture that stuff, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you get that idea that you're not gonna
I've
remember.
always, ever since I was able to buy like a little field recorder, a little Zoom.
And nowadays we're all
The
set up to
technology.
record,
And now is the time for it's such a great time for bands
That's true.
because you can buy.
Well, good and bad. There's business wise, it's not that
Affordable
great, but as far as
here
like
and-
affordability of the technology, it's amazing.
But even back in the day, I got a little field recorder. I would record every practice, I think it's just, yeah, it's good for a band to,
Yeah.
listen back because
Yeah.
a lot of the times we're just fucking around.
Yeah, and
No,
then you
yeah.
forget,
And
and then that's a
the
song.
next morning, sometimes I'll forget about it, listen to it, and it's like,
My
oh,
phone
man,
is
that
full
riff
of,
is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
my phone is full of voice memos of me just like honking on the
That's right.
guitar because
Yeah.
I was afraid I was gonna forget something. And half the time I listen back and I'm like, well, that's shit. But like once in a while, it's like, oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Right on.
Get to
Well,
remember.
I see like like you guys have like the Soul Butchers like banner in the background. So I can't not talk about the artwork of Soul Butchers. You guys
That's just
That's
It's all
awesome.
Justin,
you
man.
definitely have like your own aesthetic for that
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, right? So
Yeah. I've been doing graphic design for a minute, and yeah, I just love it. Yeah, the bomb, we call him Bomb Balloon Guy, but his name is Butch. We started calling him Butch, and it's kind of like I was obsessed with Iron Maiden's artwork growing up, kid.
Right.
I grew up in the '80s. I was born in early '70s, grew up in the '80s, and was always just fascinated by art and mostly rock and roll artwork. So he's kind of like my Eddie,
Yeah.
you know. And he's on the Second Death cover, like Dad lighting the flowers,
Yep.
and
Yeah, we sell a lot of T-shirts. I think a
Yeah.
disproportionate number of T-shirts for a local band. You see people walking around wearing them. They might not even know who the hell we are sometimes. I think. And they just look good. They just kind of look good. They got it's like a good design.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's a pretty.
It is a nice it's something that I think a lot of bands don't. I mean, you never want to get into a band to, just to the visual identity doesn't. It's not what you lead with, right? But like to develop a easily recognizable visual identity for like a band is like a very rare thing. So like literally now, so like, we have, even like a typeface that we use, like, it's a pretty used type, but like when people see it, they'll be like, oh, that looks, we've kind of co-opted like even just like a font, and then like that type of shit, like around here, people will be like, oh, it's the Soul Butcher's font or whatever. Like it's it's pretty cool. Yeah. So like, we could put something out that just has Butch on it and people know right away like what it is, or even just stuff in the font. It's kind of cool. So that helps us a lot. And yeah, it just looks fucking amazing. Justin's like,
Yeah, we
it
got
doesn't
real honest in the band.
it doesn't surprise me that the thing you led with was vocals and artwork, because that's both comes from Justin.
right on. Yeah. So do you guys have any physical media out there? Or are you strictly digital right now?
We did.
We have some CDs, but not of the new.
Yeah,
yeah.
I do want to press out at least a run of CDs, just to give people an excuse to give us money a gig.
That's
You know
right,
what I mean? Like I know not everybody's got a CD player anymore.
that's the tricky part. Like,
But
No, I don't even have a.
I don't have a.
yeah, we did a couple runs of
still got one in the car.
CDs
of
Really?
of the first record, Skin on Fire, and then this one we would love to do vinyl. I mean, we always
love to do vinyl.
want to do vinyl. Like we're
funny, though.
we're those guys.
And
It's
it's
just
like
fucking
broke.
real
It's like,
expensive.
do you do a GoFundMe or something? I don't know.
That's the thing, is like, yeah, I mean, we
Feels
don't
like-
have a
I don't know,
label,
a lot
like
of bands doing.
we don't have label support. We don't have people like,
Yeah.
that can front the shit for us and everything. And so that's the tough part, is you're paying quite a bit of money to to press vinyl that you're not going to make a ton of money on, because you don't want to price it so outrageously that it people aren't going to buy it, right? So, but yeah, eventually, I mean, yeah, if we could
I'd
find,
like to have one, even though I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Absolutely.
so I think at some point, yeah, we'll either
I'd like to have
save the money ourselves, or try and do some sort of a crowdfunding thing or pre-order thing or something like that, and
I
give
don't
it. But yeah, yeah, as of right now, it's just we kind of meet people where they are. Everybody's
Hey, we're open to suggestions.
downloading stuff, right? So yeah,
I mean, maybe you know what we should do then.
right. I mean,
I like vinyl. I don't know if you can see behind me, but
I divested too early, basically. You know.
Yeah,
I spit it too.
Yeah.
I DJ. My
Yeah,
DJ Donut.
Yeah, that's right. DJ
Yeah, he
Donut.
does,
look
yeah.
around,
On the seat
look
for a
around there.
minute. I spin all vinyl.
It's all vinyl, yeah.
You know, just at like,
Not
I'm just,
cheese.
you know, yeah.
Some other places.
But yeah, it's yeah. But yeah, physical media is like for the records is always just kind of a beta just because it's cost. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
the barrier to entry cost wise is just too much.
No.
And we don't, we don't make a ton of money, you know.
That's the truth.
That's it. So I don't know.
One day, right?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We're open, we try and do stuff like this. I mean, the idea is like, I don't know if you guys talked about this when I was in the thing. We were talking about playing shows and stuff, but like trying to get out of playing shows here and getting out to Boston or wherever. I mean, Rochester's become a nice little second thing for us, and they're very. I mean, they're
Bugjar really like.
yeah, they're
We
little,
like them.
Doug and Bobby like from Bugjar are like we've been ingratiated to that, which is awesome, and just trying to get to other places. We did a show in Brooklyn a month before COVID fucking started, and we got the bug for it, and we were like, oh, this is it, and then COVID fucked everything, and but yeah, that's the next frontier is to start doing shows out of town and just getting in front of new people. Like that's the thing. So like when this came up and it was like new people basically, like coming out with you guys and stuff, like like get out to your audience and get out to other audiences and shit like that. Like that's I don't know, there's not a recipe for success, but I feel like it includes that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also really appreciate you guys hyping us up and talking about us.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, man! Like I said, like I hadn't like cool when Chris put like, so we have like an ongoing chat, the three of us, right? And like Chris put the album in there, and I just saw Soul Butchers, and I was like, so like, and I got to tell you, if your albums are any indication on how wild your shows will be,
that's the thing, right? Is the live show is the thing.
We're way out of live.
The biggest compliment that we ever
better live.
The biggest compliment that we could ever get on a record is that we captured the live thing, because we are very much a live band.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. So
that was when Skin came out.
Yeah.
That was like the one thing I heard the most was like, it sounds, you kind of captured the live sound, which is like, oh, good. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like the catharsis of it,
Yeah, that would be amazing to see you guys. So maybe we'll talk after this. Maybe I can get some email addresses up for you guys on
Let's do it. Yeah.
Take a look who to talk to and stuff.
Happy to do it, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. So all right, so like what's next? You just put this record out. All right, are you guys writing another one right now, or
no?
Well, they don't know that. I actually do have a couple of ideas.
Yeah, no, that's
for the next time we practice.
I was kidding. Yeah,
like I said, we just played this Halloween show, so we just
the Halloween show
just sort of wasted a lot of energy learning an album to play one gig.
We played,
and now we're back to us.
Annual Halloween show at Nietzsche's.
Yeah,
with the Irving Claws.
Yeah, and they're fantastic.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Irving Claws.
No,
an album called Demon Tart.
Oh man, the Claws are they're the best.
Claws with a K. Yeah, they're
sort of a. I don't know if I call them psychobilly or
the bass player used to play with the Quakes, which was an old psychobilly band. I think he played on the album for Tiger Army, which was Rancid's.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he played on their first album. He was invited to play. They're absolutely amazing. But we play this show every year, and we do a Halloween thing. And this year, we did Bad Brains, Eye Against Eye. And it took a couple months to I
think we did it.
We released the album, then we went right into Bad Brains.
It's not easy stuff.
And
that's I mean, it was
the year before we did the soundtrack to Repo Man.
Yeah, before we did Devo.
Then we did Devo. We did the Ramones. Yeah, the Dead Kennedys. So it's like kind of our yearly. All right, Halloween's a couple months away.
Yeah, yeah.
everything.
It's kind of
for this
the
one-time
And it's
show.
a
Yeah.
growing experience too, just as a musician to learn.
Absolutely.
yeah,
It's a
right.
blast, man. It's
So
a
it's-
blast.
Learn shit that you didn't think you could play, and then,
Right.
you know, suddenly you could play it. It's like, oh, I got a little better, I guess.
Yeah. See, Halloween is like the end of the Soul
You
Butchers.
can
Like
see a lot of the shows on YouTube. We
I'll s-
GoPro them all. I mean, the sound, it's
Yeah.
it's not
the Devo one is up there. The Repo Man one is up there.
yeah,
I think that's it.
yeah.
We
that's
we
right.
got some
That would
video
get
from
him
Bad
sent out
Brains, but it got
notice,
fucked up.
you know.
But yeah, no, it's yeah, like Halloween's like the end of the Soul Butchers like fiscal year. Like
Yeah, yeah.
so like once we finish that, we kind of go into like
Yeah, it's like a
chill mode.
like a little refractory period, and then
Yeah. And then we'll
get back
start
to it.
yeah, like and then I usually like spend the last 2 weeks of the year in North Carolina and stuff. So there's not really a lot of time to get going with new shit. So we'll just come up and hang out.
Well, we
and
gotta
then-
learn this album to play live.
But yeah, we're gonna start yeah, we're gonna I mean like it might even
Got a
happen
couple songs we haven't even
There's a
played.
few
Like-
songs that we don't know. That
honest
well
to
yet.
God, it might happen right after we get done with this. Like
Yeah.
we might just pick up stuff. So I play it like
Yeah, right.
but yeah, like so yeah, we'll start working on new stuff and then I mean not that's the thing is we're all wired up to record here and we can do it all. So like, we might even start doing one-off little, do a song, right? Record it, mix it, master, and
Yeah,
pass it up. Who knows?
yeah, it's kind of wide open now as to
Mhm.
how we proceed. But
But
it's
yeah.
always been, we're all kind of
Yeah.
ADHD guys, so it just
Yeah,
kind of
no
happens
shit.
the way it happens. You know what I mean? It's not
But,
necessarily a method to it.
But yeah, we'll start getting back into it soon, and yeah, I don't know. It's like we could have a new record next year. Who knows?
Like,
Well, I don't know. Yeah, there's not really, but I mean, as of anything officially next, like, there's not. Like, we've kept it wide open.
I mean, I hope to
Part of,
be writing some new songs
Yeah.
in the next couple of months.
oh, absolutely, yeah. And then yeah, we'll get back into doing shows. Usually toward like the end of February, March, January. I mean, you know what it's like being in like a fucking cold weather climate. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
January is just like,
And it got really cold quick this year.
yeah, that
It did.
like
Usually December's not that rough, but
yeah, December's been volatile. So yeah, we're gonna we'll start getting back into it probably after the new year and let's start putting some shows together. It's tricky because there's not a lot of venues around here for original bands and stuff. We just got one of them back. This
for
place-
loud original band.
Right, that's the thing. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's a few, but there's about like there's
Uh,
some places where we can't play,
but
for volume issues.
that's the problem. Yeah. Like,
Um,
but Mohawk Place is back. We'll start getting shows there, and Nietzsche's like we were talking about where we do the Halloween show. Tudor Lounge over here, the gallery. Like, there's some places to do it, but yeah, it's tough, man. It's slim pickings in Buffalo these days. That's
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of venues out here. Well, I mean, you got to think too. Like Massachusetts, like all of New England is basically connected, right? Like
Right.
as far as like but like there is like we lose venues like iconic venues all the time, which sucks.
Sure.
Luckily there's enough that we can, musicians can still get out there and do their
Hopefully.
thing. So
How-
you guys just lost a big one, didn't you? Didn't you guys just lose like a big venue? Like
Mohawk Place was the one I was talking about, but that just reopened.
well,
but did? Okay.
you might be thinking of the old Pig, although it wasn't.
Well, the Pink wasn't a venue.
But it did burn the fuck
It
down.
did burn to the ground, and so did the
Yeah,
Mohawk
yeah,
right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Uh,
my buddies in On the Cinder wrote a song about that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Those guys.
it
Yeah.
was a blow for sure. The Pig was an institution,
Yeah.
A mental institution.
Yeah, right.
Pretty a little bit.
Yeah. So,
Overall, it's helped me, and
But yeah.
to improve my lifestyle. But
But yeah, the big one for original bands was Mohawk Place. That spring, early summer, I think, was when it seemed to be closing for good
Yeah.
again for at least the time in my lifetime,
Reopening.
and it just reopened.
Yeah,
So
this is the
That,
least
that's good.
time it's come back.
Yeah.
oh yeah, but new ownership. Excited about the future of mod. It's just, but yeah, because like it's tough, man. But you know, it's a lot of cover bands, a lot of tribute bands in Buffalo, and they eat up a lot of the stage.
There are a lot of big venues, but they
They don't have us.
local bands,
Yeah, or
you know?
jam bands. Another one too. Like
It's
it's a big jam band
like
town.
Electric City. I heard there's like Rift City.
Mm-hmm.
Are they both city?
Electric
know.
City is more.
I don't know. I hear about these
Big
venues
bands.
opening, but it's all
They don't do local bands. Yeah,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
don't do local stuff or they don't do original stuff. It's a bit of a pain in
We
the
should
ass.
play at Area 54. That's a good venue.
Yeah, I'm down with
Area 54 is another
Amy's
one
place.
that does a lot of original stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
I play there a
But,
lot with my other band.
But yeah,
That's right.
I
Not
don't
a
know.
lot, but you know.
But yeah, we'll get back at it, man. You know, we go through these fits where we'll play a ton of shows back to back to back, and then dry up and stuff like that. We're trying not to oversaturate ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Where can people find you guys online? Where can they find your music? Where can they find a shirt to buy?
Not the merch is not online yet, but we can
should.
start doing that through Bandcamp, which I want to,
There is
because we do have a bunch of merch that we want to get rid of. Bandcamp is Bandcamp first because you could buy it on there, and obviously that helps us. But yeah, it's on all the streamers,
You know,
Spotify,
Spotify.
YouTube, Apple Music.
YouTube, there's a lot of videos of all of our shows throughout the years.
Yeah, we're trying to.
I mean, you know,
really,
the quality's kind of shitty, but on
Mm.
some of it,
we're trying to really
there
lean
are
into
some
that.
good-
more.
there are
you
some
can
good
you can
shows
go
on there.
way back. There's some stuff where
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just the three of us playing.
Oh,
and
that's true.
if you do a Google on Soul
Yeah.
Pictures,
But
Or a YouTube
also,
search, I guess.
we've got a Facebook page. We got the usual.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah. Allegedly, there's a TikTok. I don't know.
Is there really?
Justin,
no, I got off social media and I deleted everything.
that's right.
Now I'm kind of like creeping back. I hate social
I-
media.
Me too. Me
So
too.
ready to drop out.
You know, I miss MySpace.
fact,
It was perfect.
oh yeah, we had a
You know, you
talk.
could post like 5 songs on your little page, and it was.
Grandpa.
I know. It's just
There you go.
it's just so difficult to be a content creator.
That's really the trickiest
It's
part,
like,
man.
you know,
Yeah,
That's what our
on,
next
man.
song's gonna be.
I don't know.
Oh, I agree.
It's so difficult to be a content
But we're really
creator.
trying to video. I think we have
I
a
would rather be a master.
We haven't- we have an appetite for video. I think we're gonna start doing more of that. Just
Yeah, we were talking about doing
Whether
music
it's
video.
music, yeah, whether it's music videos or some sort of visual accompaniment.
We do have one
stuff.
music video on YouTube
We do.
for
Yeah.
the song Landfall.
Landfall is cool music. Yeah,
A buddy and myself made.
Yeah.
During the pandemic too.
that's
we were
right.
wearing like masks when we
Well,
were
you were wearing
but
Ah.
we did it like at our little hangout outdoors. Well, we made this structure so we could hang out. And yeah, check out Landfall. It's if you haven't seen it.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
And I used some video from archive.org. I forgot the special effects artist. He was from like the 50s, I think. I used a couple little clips here.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
We
but yeah,
got one video.
Nice.
it's
Well-
funny. Like we always see like people with their goddamn phones out
Yeah.
at live shows, and then I never fucking see the videos, man. No one ever
Yeah.
gets them. Like there's probably hours of it out there, but no one's posting it. But yeah, we're just wherever you get your shit, man. You
Yeah.
know, what's up?
Cool. Cool. Well, listen, man. I hope to see you guys at some point. I think I would have a lot of fun on a Soul Butcher show. to be
Fucking hey,
honest.
dude, let's make it happen, man. We'll come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come out there. We'll come out there.
Hell yeah.
I don't
Hell
know, man.
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Let's do it. Yeah.
But listen, if you guys get new music or if you get anything you want to come back, let me know. We'll do this all over again. You know what I mean?
Happy to, man. We love
Absolutely.
doing stuff like this. We don't do enough to promote ourselves, so any assists we can have in that arena is we'll take it. We we're a little derelict in that regard.
All right. Well, I thank you guys for taking up your time on a Wednesday evening. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Well, thank you, man. This is great.